Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about my favorite nude glosses. So I have my favorite clear glosses, nude glosses, as well as my favorite lip liners. I usually do like favorite nude lip product videos where I feature my lipsticks, lip glosses, and liquid lipsticks. But today I am all about the glosses because these are what I have been wearing a lot recently. So I have some new favorites that I want to share with you guys that are women of color friendly. Any of my recent videos, if you guys see a glossy lip, 9 times out of 10, well 10 times out of 10 is one of these that I'm going to share with you guys today. So let's go ahead and get into this. Okay, so now that I have you guys zoomed in a little bit more, I'm gonna start out with sharing 3 of my go-to brown lip liners. So these are the ones that I always gravitate towards, that I always just grab when I need to pair a nude lip with a liner. So first one I wanna show, well the first 2 are Colourpop. One is BFF4 and then the other one is BFF3. This one is usually always available. So the difference between the 2 is BFF3 is a little bit more, it's not as deep and as warm as BFF4. So there's BFF3 right there. And BFF4, let me swatch it for you. So there's BFF4 right there. So you can see that BFF3 is more of a neutral brown, and then BFF4 is definitely more deeper, more warm. And my other brown liner that I always pull out is this one by Makeup Forever. This one is in the shade Limitless Brown. This one is actually very, very similar to BFF4. It's pretty close, but it's not as warm as BFF4. Hopefully you guys can see the difference between all 3. So what I like to do with my brown liner, so if I'm going for a really light nude lip, but I don't want the nude lip to look too dark, I'll use my Colourpop BFF3. Simply because this one is not as dark as these 2. So if I don't want to change the color of the lip product too much, I'll go in with BFF3. I'll just lightly line it around my lip. Or sometimes I'll just go ahead and put on the lip product first and then take my lip liner and just kind of lightly line the lips. I do that with the Colourpop pencils. I don't do that with any other ones because Colourpop, these are more creamy. So you can actually apply these after applying your lipstick or even a lip gloss because it's so creamy, so smooth, and they're so easy to apply either after or before you apply your lip product. I wouldn't recommend applying it after applying like a liquid lipstick, but if you're wanting to apply it after applying a lipstick, say if you apply something that's too light and you kind of want to tone it down, the Colourpop lip pencils are great for applying after applying your lipstick. So yeah, those are the 3 lip liners that I always just grab if I want something brown. I have several other brown lip liners that I really, really like, but I just feel like I always grab these 3 out of all the ones that I have. All right, so now let's go ahead and talk about these glosses. I want to start out with the clear ones. I'm not going to apply the clear ones because they're clear, and I mean, everybody knows what a clear gloss looks like. But I want to share the ones that are my holy grail affordable clear glosses that are not sticky. All right, so this first one that I want to share is my all-time favorite clear gloss. I've gone through 2 of them already. Well, this is my second one. I just purchased another one, and that is the e.l.f. Clear Lip Lacquer. This is the most creamy, smooth gloss that's not sticky, that's clear, that I've ever run across. I've come across a lot of clear glosses, you guys. Like, I have tried several clear glosses, but this one tops all of them. It's so creamy, so smooth. Like, it feels like you're applying a butter, kind of like a lip butter. That's just how creamy it is on the lips. It's not sticky, and it just wears really comfortably on my lips. So I like to wear this by itself. Sometimes if I want to go on top of a lip product that I like, say if I want a little bit more shine to the lip product, I'll apply this on top. But usually 9 times out of 10, I'm wearing this by itself. And the price is $3, super affordable, super cheap. And that's why I keep buying it over and over again, because not only do I love the product itself, I also love the price. So yeah, that is the e.l.f. Clear Lip Lacquer. All right, so this next one is a lip plumper. It's actually not as intense as most lip plumpers are, which is why I like it. It's by Makeup Revolution, and they call it the Pout Bomb. The color is called Glaze. I like this because I'm taking it out as if, I mean, y'all know what clear glosses look like. But for one, the doe foot applicator is really big. Really big applicator. But I like it because it feels kind of cooling on the lips. It doesn't really have that uncomfortable tingle sensation. I know some people like that, but me personally, I don't like that tingly feeling on my lips. I'd rather a lip plumper be cooling than tingly, and that's how this one feels. And even though it does feel cooling on the lips, it's not an intense cool feeling. So it's very faint. You can barely feel it, but it's there. Now, just to compare this one to the e.l.f. gloss, this one is a little bit more thicker on the lips. So it feels a little thicker, and it also gives more shine than the e.l.f. Even though this is, I mean, it's a gloss, but it's not as shiny or as glossy as this. You do have to go in a little bit more if you want that extra juicy shine from the e.l.f. glosses. You'll just have to apply two or three coats just to get more of that shine. But this one, you'll get it within the first swatch, and a little bit of this goes a very long way because it is pretty thick. And then this last one I recently tried out because of Alyssa Ashley. This is the Essence gloss. It's called the Shine Wet Look lip gloss, and the color is called Behind the Scenes. I mean, it's not a color, but the description, it says Behind the Scenes on the little tube. So I would say this one is very close to the e.l.f. gloss. They feel pretty similar. This one does have a kind of like a sweet, let's see, it smells fruity. The e.l.f. gloss actually has a sweet scent too, but it's not as fruity. It has more of a warm, sweet scent, and then this one smells really fruity, but they both feel really similar on the lips. Essence is pretty cheap, just like e.l.f., but I forgot the exact price of the gloss. I'm gonna have all of the info down below in the description, but just like e.l.f., this one does feel really smooth on the lips. It's not sticky at all, but these are definitely my go-to clear glosses. All right, now let's go ahead and play with these nude glosses and swatch them on the lips so y'all can see how they look. So first one I want to talk about is a NYX Butter Gloss. This one is in the shade Madeline. I purchased this one 2 months ago, and it's actually become my favorite nude NYX Butter Gloss out of the ones that I already have in my collection. Y'all know I used to always rave about Praline, but I finally found a nude that is more beige, more tan, instead of that mauve, pink, peachy type of nude, and this is definitely that type of nude. Like, it doesn't have any pink undertone. It's just a true nude gloss. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch it on my lips so y'all can see what it looks like by itself. And these, you can definitely build it up so the color can show up more. Okay, y'all see I didn't have to apply a lip liner with it. It looks really pretty by itself, so I can go with or without a liner. But if I wore a lip liner with this, it would definitely be the Colourpop BFF3, simply because I like the color of this gloss. Like, I don't want it to look a little bit, I don't want it to look any darker than what it is. So I'll just go in with BFF3 just to kind of lightly line the edges of my lips. Sometimes I'll go in before it, and then sometimes I'll go in after it. So I'm going to show you guys how it looks once I go in after with the liner. All right, so see how it just gave it a little bit of shadow on the edges of my lips, but it didn't change the color of the gloss. So if I'm wearing even a lipstick or a liquid lipstick, if I don't want to really change up the color of the product, I'll just go in with BFF3, because this doesn't really change up much of the color unless you put this all over the lips and then apply a lip product on top, because it is going to make it a little bit darker. But I honestly like how this gloss looks by itself, and I also like how it looked paired with my BFF3. So yeah, again, that is in the shade Madeline. Any of you creators out there who do videos, if you're doing lip swatch videos, my trick is to get a beauty sponge and just go over like this over your lips. So whatever you use with your foundation earlier, that way you won't lose the foundation on the edges, like around the edges of your lips. So just do that, when you're doing your lip swatches. Okay, so my next favorite nude would have to be the Morphe gloss in the shade Freebird. I think I mentioned this one in one of my favorite nude lip products last year, I believe. But I'm bringing it back because this is definitely my go-to true nude gloss. This one is, it's actually a little bit more darker than the NYX gloss. But let me show y'all how it looks. I'm gonna go in with one more layer. But yeah, this is how Freebird looks. And what I like about the Morphe glosses is not only do they not feel sticky on the lips, they actually give you a little bit more pigment, but it's not like extra pigmented to where you can't pair it on top of your favorite lip products. So say if I wear one of my favorite nude lipsticks, if I want to pair this on top of it, it's not gonna really take away from the lipstick because it's not too pigmented, if you get what I'm saying. But yeah, love this color. I can wear it by itself. I can wear it paired with a lip liner if I wanted to. I usually wear the BFF4 liner with this one, but typically if I wear this gloss, I'm not really wearing any lip liner. I'm usually just wearing it maybe like on top of a lipstick. But if I wanted to kind of tone it down just a little bit, even though I honestly don't need to tone it down, but if I did, I'll go in with BFF4 because this one is a little bit darker. And BFF3, since this one is a little bit light, I'm not going to really see much of a shadow around my lips unless I apply this before applying my lip gloss. And that's another thing. You can apply your lip liner before, you can apply it afterwards, but if you do apply it afterwards, it's gonna have to be a lip liner that's really creamy, that's super easy to glide on. Because if you get one of those liners that is like really stiff, like the MAC lip liners, y'all know those are kind of not stiff, but they're actually harder to glide on the lips. But those, you definitely have to put them on before anything. But the Colourpop ones, they're just so easy to glide on with or without anything on your lips. So I'm just gonna go in with BFF4 just around the edges of my lips so y'all can see how it looks paired with the gloss. But yeah, this is how it looks paired with just a little bit of my BFF4 liner on the edges of the lips. Next we have this one by Colourpop. This is their ultra glossy lip in the shade Lesson Learned. This one is not as beige or as tan nude like the ones that I just swatched, but it's definitely my go-to gloss from Colourpop. It is the most beautiful pigmented nude peachy color. Let me show y'all how it looks. These are like so pigmented. The way I apply this is I just put it on the center of my lips first because it's so pigmented. I just rub it like this and then I blot my lips so that way it can kind of fade to the outer part of my lips. But this is how it looks by itself. I didn't apply too much of it because this is the one that I always wear a lip liner with it. Not because the color doesn't work, but simply because I like how it looks with the brown liner better than I do by itself. But it is the perfect peachy nude, which is my go-to. Like, if you guys see me wear a peachy nude glossy lip, 9 times out of 10 is this one. So the liner that I pair with my Colourpop lip liner is Colourpop gloss is the BFF4. So either this one or the Makeup Forever, both of these are pretty dark. I don't pair it with this one because this the gloss is not as light as the NYX Butter Gloss that I showed you. So I'm gonna go in with BFF4 since I've already applied the gloss because it's so easy to apply after. I'm just gonna rub a little bit on the edges of my lips. But yeah, this is how it looks. It is my go-to favorite peachy nude lip. Love the combination. I mean, it's pretty by itself, but paired with my BFF4 liner, I just like it even more. It doesn't really change the color of the gloss. You just see more of a brown on the outside. So the true color of the gloss is right here on the center. So if I applied more of this liner, it'll definitely make my lips look darker. So say for instance, if I apply this all over my lips and then go on top of it with the gloss will definitely fade into the liner. It's gonna make it look a little bit, it's gonna make it look a little bit darker, but it's still gonna be pretty on the lips. So these two together are really, really cute. All right, so the last favorite nude gloss from me is Artist Couture. This is in the shade Uncensored, and this thing right here is always sold out online. Every time I go to check, every time I mention this in videos, because you guys know I always leave the products down below in my description. So every time I go to look for it, to link it for you guys, it's always sold out. So if you can find this in store, get it. It is the perfect beige nude, like the perfect true nude gloss. This is a gloss that I've been wearing in a lot of my recent videos. It's actually been paired to other products. But this is the gloss, like the shine that y'all have seen in my recent videos. So I'm going to show you how it looks by itself. This is definitely, okay, it looks scary right here, but hold on, let me show you. It's definitely more beige than any of the other nudes that I showed you, but let me show y'all. All right, so it looks crazy light right here, right? But let me show you. When you blend it out, it's almost like it transformed into this perfect nude beige color. Do y'all, I feel like this is not giving it any justice. Like in person, this is such a pretty beige on the lips. So by itself, it's pretty. Paired with the lip liner, it's pretty. It's pretty on top of a lipstick. I like how this has that minty, cooling sensation on the lips. Like it smells like mint, and it also has that really soft, cool sensation. It's not too intense, but you can definitely feel it. Now, as far as pairing this one with the brown liner, I pair it with any one of these three. So if I want to keep the color light on my lips, I'll go in with BFF3. If I want to kind of tone it down just a little bit more to make it a little bit more darker, especially around the edges, I'll go in with either one of these. But I'm going to show y'all how it looks with BFF3, just to kind of give it a little bit of a shadow around the edges. So yeah, this is how it looks with the liner. You can still see the color of the gloss, but there's a little bit of a shadow around the edges of the lips just to kind of tone it down, but it's not really changing the color of the gloss. So yes, those are all of my top current favorite nudes as far as glosses. And also my favorite clear glosses and my favorite brown liners. So I want to know, what are your favorites? What are your favorite clear glosses? What are your favorite nude glosses, or your favorite brown liners, or just anything that's nude, or any glosses that are clear? Let's talk about that down below in the comments. So that is all, you guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know by giving it a huge thumbs up. And don't forget, I am doing my monthly giveaways every month this year. So every month I give away one box to one person. This month I decided to do 2 boxes. So it's easy to enter. All you have to do is make sure that you are subscribed. Make sure you thumbs up this video, as well as leave a comment down below in the comment section. And I never want the comments to be anything about the giveaway. Let's talk about your favorite glosses. Even if they're not glosses, what are your favorite nude lipsticks, or your favorite nude liquid lipsticks? So let's talk about that down below. And that is all that I have for today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you thumbs it up. Make sure you are subscribed if you're not subscribed already, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.